Hello, my beautiful YouTube and internet friends. My channel is all about showing you how you can do your art journaling, mixed media and crafting on a low budget. My name is Ilona, better known on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and WordPress as Picture for Life. Thursday you will find new and free easy tutorial videos for art journaling and mixed media. Subscribe to my channel to follow me on my creative journey. I'm all about keeping it simple. Even if it looks difficult, it's not. Trust me. I make easy to follow process tutorial videos for art journaling and mixed media. So if you like to see more low budget, mixed media and art journaling, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon so you know when I upload a new video. Besides sharing this low budget art journal page with you, I will also talk a little about how inspiration works for me. So today's page started with making a simple and easy jelly plate background, and it turned out beautiful. You see the white image in my colored background, and I love that effect. If you like some more detailed information on this technique, then you can find a link that I will add with a video tutorial for a card that I made with this technique. You can find it in the description box below. You can also click on the little white circle at the top of your screen. It will fold out a menu. My next step is cutting some squares out of a shoebox lid. I knew I wanted to have squares on my page and I wanted to have it dimensional. So I was looking for a piece of cardboard box that I could use. And my first intention was to make a purple page. So I wanted to cut my squares and then paint them in different colors of purple. And then when I saw the inside of this lid of the box, I used it to spray with my spray inks. And the colors were absolutely beautiful. And they had a lot of glimmer and a lot of sparkle to it. When I was looking at it, I thought, I think this is matching my color scheme from my challenge perfectly. It's matching so well that my whole plan of using the purple color is out of the window. So now I'm having these colored squares, but not a background to work on because the white, it's not really what I want. So I'm checking to see if I have something that I can use as a background that is in the same color scheme. Well, I found something, but it's far too busy. I'm checking again if I have something else, and yes, I found this jelly plate background. And I am adding my squares onto that. A little earlier in the video you saw me make a reference picture when I had my squares laid out, because when you take them off the page to glue them on, you never get them in the same order as you had them before. So a reference picture is quite handy to have. In my case, it did not look at the actual reference picture in the end at all. But if you wanted to have it exactly the same, then it's pretty handy to have one. Before I glue my squares onto my page, I added a black border around every one of them, because if I did not do that, they would not stand out of the page, because the colors in the background are so much similar than the colors of my squares. So this little black border just makes them pop out of the page. And then it's time to arrange them on my page. Because I wanted to have it dimensional, you need to think about where to place some extra layers of cardboard underneath my stacked squares, so it can support the top layers of squares that I put on my page. I also added that same border around my whole page to give it a finished look. And I did the same thing with the butterflies that I'm adding to my page. So I also added the black pencil to my butterflies, which by the way is a Stabillo oil pencil. I want my butterflies also to be dimensional, so I'm adding a little piece of extra cardboard box to pop them up before I glue them onto the page. In case you are wondering where my inspiration comes from when I make my art journal pages. It's a very simple answer, but at the same time it's really difficult. Because sometimes my inspiration starts with a background that I have already made. Sometimes it starts by just having a general idea of, in this case, using squares on my page. And I hardly ever plan anything. I'm making art journal pages for a couple of years, and I know by now how my brain is working. So if I plan anything, I know it will rarely turn out that way. So most of the time I don't plan anything. I just let inspiration come, and sometimes it's a background that I've already done. Sometimes it's a theme. Sometimes it's something on my desk. Sometimes it's a certain color or a set of colors. Sometimes it's a material that I just start to play with and then something evolves. So it's simple answer, like today it was a square. Well, that's a simple answer. But at the same time it's hard because I never know what is triggering my inspiration. So most of the time I just start to play and something will evolve from that. But that's just how my brain is working. For you it can be totally different. So find out how it works by just doing stuff. If you are a planner in your daily life, it probably works in your art as well. Or maybe you hate that you are a planner and you want to let go of that. Then just go play and do something and see where it leads you. So there's not one way to do your art journaling or your any creative thing. Just find out what works for you the best. And by trying to find that out, you probably need to try out different things. I remember I thought finger painting was not for me because I didn't like the paint on my hands and it all felt filthy. But once I pushed through that and just gave it a try and not quit at the first 20 seconds when I felt it was yucky, I found out it was really a lot of fun. And I've done it a lot of times since then. But another day it just works completely different. So find out what works for you and if you need to change anything in how you work to get your creative juices flowing even more. And then I'm thinking, I want something extra on my background, and I really wished that I would have thought about that before I glued on all my squares. I guess I wanted to do a little bit of stenciling or a little bit of stamping because I really like it when it pops out underneath my focal point. But my squares are already glued tight on the page. So that was kind of a missed opportunity. So I'm doing my stamping randomly a little bit around the edges, and I'm also adding just in the end the word new to my quote. So then it says, every new day is a fresh start. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful and creative day. And I hope to see you back for a new free tutorial video. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you will be notified when my new video is up.